Well, hello and welcome. You are just in time for another dead PS5 repair. What we have before us is a 1015A that exhibits no signs of power. Let's see if we can demonstrate that. Yes, no signs of power. Dead. And it's very dirty. Let me see if we can get some covers off. Let's just find out if it's been worked on before. There's a good possibility it has been. Oh yeah, I think we can confirm that. It has been worked on before. So this should be interesting. At least they were kind enough to put the screws back, at least most of them. So hopefully they put them back on the inside too. Let's get in there and find out. Alright, so the plastic side plate is off. Let's do a quick check here. See if we have our 12 volts on this bottom pin right here. We do indeed. So it's not going to be a simple power supply swap or power supply repair. We have a mainboard problem. Let's find that mainboard problem. Well, here we are inside of the workbench. We are ready to take a look at this EDM010 board. And right away I notice flux around the south bridge area. Shows up pretty good. You can see it there. So yeah, definitely been worked on. Of course, I kind of expected that because the place I bought it from, I think I've gotten from them before, and they usually do try to work on them. And this looks like, I don't know, maybe they just reflowed the south bridge. Maybe they didn't replace it. They certainly did not clean up after themselves, though. Not at all. Let's see. Let's just see. Let's check for some shorts. Maybe around our south bridge area. That's what I'm wondering about. Let's just go straight to that area. Right in here, back behind the south bridge. And this is the one that's usually shorted. It's a 1.8 line. No, hundreds of K ohms. No shorts. No shorts. Okay. Well, I don't believe we have a shorted south ridge. Do we have... not likely I'm supposed to have a short on our 5 volts. No. No short on the 5 volts. What about on the 3.3? Nope. 1.15. Oh. Am I in the wrong spot there? Maybe I'm in the wrong spot. Maybe that's ground. Yeah. That must be ground over here. Yeah. So, yeah, no short there. Getting all excited for nothing. Just looking at some of these points around this. I can't tell if this is a DA9065 or RT5126. Either one. I like to test some of the contacts around it and looking for shorts. But right now, it's not looking good. I am in resistance mode, not continuity. For some reason, I didn't go to continuity mode. So, nothing jumping out yet. I am very curious to take a look at the current draw of this board. Are we sitting at a dead 10 milliamps, or are we trying to boot 300 milliamps, or something in between? All right, let's take a look at the current draw of this board. Got our leads connected. What do we have over here? If I can enable this supply. 6 milliamps. That is pretty dead. That's not doing much of anything. I wonder, do we even have our 5 volts? Let's see here. We do have our 5 volts. Not going to be that simple, is it? 1.15, yeah. 3.3. So we have several of the voltages, but it's not loading its software for some reason. Either that 32 kilohertz oscillator is not running, or the contents of this have been corrupted. Otherwise, I mean, the current would be much higher than that if it was loading its software and running like it should. All right. Well, we know it's not initializing. You can tell that by the current draw, and we know that someone has attempted a south bridge replacement. Let's take a look at this south bridge under the microscope. See if we can kind of hang it off the edge of the bench here. Yep. This thing is not down. Let's look at some of the other sides. Kind of hard to get in close. Now this side we can get in close. Yeah, she's a little bit askew, but definitely not down right. Maybe we can salvage this. Maybe we can add some flux and finish flowing this thing in place. That might be all she needs. Well, I think our south bridge is now down properly. It looks, I've cleaned out from under it, gotten the flux out from under it. The noise you hear is the preheater still cooling down back in the background. I put it behind me and the floor out of the way. But we're ready to test this and see if we've done any good. It's cooled off enough, I believe. Let's just see what we have when we apply 12 volts. There we go, 300 milliamps, much better. Come back down. All right, that looks healthy. If that was the only problem it had, we really don't know, if they replace this trying to repair some other issue, and we've just now gotten to the point where it'll just try to turn on. It should try to turn on now. It may shut right back off, but at least we're at the point where the south bridge is initializing, and she should try to turn on. So let's see what it does. Let me clean up. You can see that liquid metal is lacking somewhat. Let me clean that up, and we'll give this a test out in the garage. All right, I am back out in the garage testing this board after changing out the south bridge, and we have a white light. We have no video though, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I did look at the port while I had it in there. I didn't see any broken pins. I did not do a diode check though with the breakout board, which would have been the proper thing to do. But so yeah, that's an improvement. I'm just not quite sure why we have no video. We are back inside the workbench. Let's take a look with a breakout board at this HDMI port. Let's see, pin 1. So that looks really low. Should be like 0.8. 2 is ground. 3 again looks very low. 4 is very low. 5 is ground. 6, very low. 7, very, very low. 8, 9, yeah, all these are. 10 is shorted. 11, 12. All right, these look normal. 13, 14 is not used. 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Those all look good. So, but all of our differential outputs, all of our, video data coming through these differential pairs, it's all shorted. So it has to be a bad encoder IC. Let's see if I have one of those. I think I do. Hope I do. If not, I'll just pull one from a donor. Alright, here we are back out in the garage one more time, hopefully. Our HDMI encoder has been replaced, and I did do a quick diode check measurement looking into the port, and no more shorts. It looks normal now, so it wasn't a new encoder. It was one I had pulled off previously, but as far as I know, it is a good one. We're about to find out, I think. Let's see. I didn't hook the fan up. Oh well. Maybe it won't overheat that quick. Nope, I saw it. The monitor lock. There we go. We have video. Excellent. So I'm not sure if this thing was a lightning strike or what it was. You know, I don't know. South bridge. They tried to replace the south bridge. The HDMI encoder was shorted, definitely, but they didn't try to replace that. So I'm not sure. Well, anyway, it's doing a lot better now. Let me get this all put back together, and we'll give it a final checkout. How's that sound? Well, this PS5 is fully reassembled, and so far looking pretty good. I've cleaned it up, just had a few marks on it. I'm installing a game off of a Blu-ray disc, a PS4 game, but it is reading it just fine. It connects to the Wi-Fi fine, so everything's looking good. I hope you thought that was somewhat interesting, educational, entertaining, any of the above. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in that very next repair. So long for now.